In this project video, we as a group, Tokay, Meryem, Esmer, Musa, Bilgeys, and me Elçin, will talk about gender discrimination in workplaces, especially in Azerbaijan. Gender discrimination is a global problem because a large mass of women and girls are unemployed and uneducated. Now, my group mates is going to talk about the explanation, research question, literature review, methodology, and a survey analysis of gender discrimination.
Workplace gender discrimination. Societal norms, rules, and roles instruct and encourage citizens to value or devalue certain gender groups even where there are anti-discrimination laws in place to discourage such attitudes. Gender discrimination is when there is a bias based on a person's sex that leads to defining the roles he/she should play in society. One of the major examples of gender stereotypes has been the belief that it is the woman's job to stay at home and take care of their children simply because of her sex. Therefore, for many hundreds of years, women were out of the labor force. Despite that women have gradually become integral to the economies of world countries, workplace gender stereotyping and discrimination have become a vivid remnant of our past. Denied job positions, paid less than a man would be paid, or received a lesser compensation and benefits package solely on the basis that the applicant to the job is a female are central issues to our study.
Research question. In the workplace, women are frequently subjected to subtle discrimination by both sexes. Qualified women may be passed over for promotions because they become pregnant or because they might become pregnant. Jobs may be offered to a less qualified male applicant just because he is male. Women are also more likely to be judged by their looks and how they dress than are their male counterparts. The glass ceiling is also a form of gender discrimination. The term refers to the invisible barriers that prevent women from climbing the ranks of management because the upper level and executive positions are given to men. Victims of gender discrimination lose motivation necessary to perform their jobs effectively. We believe that gender discrimination exists in the workplaces in Azerbaijan, so we decided to make research to see the general trends and people's perceptions towards the issue of discrimination.
Now, we will look at the literature review of our topic. From the very beginning, finding inappropriate data for our project was a challenge. We have looked through several databases but couldn't find the data we needed. Therefore, we referred to State Statistical Committee of the Republic of Azerbaijan. According to this pie chart of all employed people in Azerbaijan, 51.8% are men, the rest are women. There isn't a significant gap in this issue. However, when we look at unemployment rates, 57.5% of all unemployed people are women. This shows that there is a matter to be concerned about. If we go into details sector by sector, we see that the situation is more serious than it seems at the first sight. The jobs in the civil service sector are divided into three categories: high, medium, and low-ranked officials. In the case of high-ranked officials, the number of men is 2.5 times more than women. When looking at medium ranks, the number of men is approximately 4 times more than women. However, the number of low-rank officials, who are men, is slightly less than women. As you see, the reality in the civil sector is horrifying. Unfortunately, the problem doesn't end there. The wage ratio of all available jobs in the market shows us that men earn twice as much as women.
Our data doesn't end with those results. We have also conducted a survey in order to understand people's perception about these issues. We wanted to find out if people are aware of the problems and were they potential contributors to them. In general, the survey was conducted in English and Azerbaijani, There are 10 questions that ask about different aspects of gender equality in labor market. It gathers information about gender pay gap, equal rights and freedoms, and opportunities to succeed in life. We have also asked the respondents if they had a daughter, would they recommend having a good career over a good marriage or not? The importance of this question is in understanding the contrast between financial independence and family values in a collectivist society.
To find an answer to our research question, we have decided to conduct a survey. Our survey consists of 8 questions. The number of respondents is 41, 23 of which are females and 18 are males. Moreover, most of our respondents are from 16 to 29 years old. That means that they are either studying or working, and they can provide us with valuable information about our topic. So let's see the results now. It's interesting to see that most of our respondents, both males and females, believe that Azerbaijani women earn less than Azerbaijani men, whereas only few of them believe that salaries are equal in Azerbaijan. But it's interesting to observe that the majority of our respondents believe that women and men in Azerbaijan have equal rights and freedoms in terms of employment. However, 15 of our respondents also believe that our rights and freedoms are not equal. These results do not correspond with the previous question. We have asked our respondents if they would prefer good job or good marriage for their girls. Most of the respondents believe that good marriage is more important, but the difference between responses is not very significant, what means that there are quite many people who still believe that good job is very important as well. But still, we can see from the answers that our society is still prioritizing good marriage for girls. The majority of our respondents disagreed with the statement that males and females have equal opportunities for realization of their abilities in Azerbaijan. Only few of the respondents strongly agreed with the statement. But it's also interesting to see that most of the disagree answers came from female respondents, what means that maybe males do not really understand what is going on, and they don't see any discrimination. In our next question, most of the respondents believe that males and females have equal opportunities to succeed in their job careers. This correlates with the previous question. However, there is quite a big number of respondents who disagree with the statement. Seems like some of the respondents are contradicting their own answers. In the last part of our survey, we have decided to ask our respondents a very general question. Do they believe that females have easier life than males in Azerbaijan? Seems like no, because most of the respondents disagreed with the statement. And what is interesting is that most of the respondents who disagree are females. However, there are males as well. To conclude, as we see from our survey analysis, most of the people believe that we do not have equal opportunities between males and females in Azerbaijan. Females experience discrimination, and good marriage is more prescribed for them rather than good job. Hence, Azerbaijani people still believe that marriage is more important than job for girls. But still, there are quite few respondents who still believe that job is very important and that there should be equal opportunities for both males and females in Azerbaijan.
As a result, many women at workplace are victims of discrimination. Victims of gender discrimination makes people lose motivation and morale, and that's necessary to perform their jobs effectively. It should be addressed by individuals, society, and government. All levels of social structure should take an active part in tackling this issue, because things that may lead to this loss of morale and motivation could include jokes about employees' gender that imply inferiority, offensive jokes of suggestive or sexual nature, and jokes implying that an employee's work is a subpart due to his or her gender. So, we should share our ideas for stopping the discrimination. We should stop discrimination for making a better nation.